Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Uh-oh, Richard.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Wow, the slap heard round the world. Folks, let me put it this way. I went to bed last night around 9:25, 9:30. It was well before 10 o'clock, you know. Apparently, Tyler Perry was at the Oscars. I think he was presenting an award or something. I could be wrong, but I do know that I saw, you know, some various cast members on social media posting photos and, you know, recordings of their television that Tyler Perry was at the event. I'm like, okay, if Tyler's presenting, I didn't know if he was up for an award. I didn't know. I just knew that, okay, well, if he's, you know, presenting an award or giving some sort of speech, I'll do a quick video on it Monday. You know, I'll watch the clip and then I'll talk about it. Because honestly, I really don't care about the Oscars that much because typically most of it is just boiled down to best dressed, worst dressed, and, you know, somebody being offended by something. And, well, that was taken to another level last night. I woke up around 3:45 and I figured, okay, well, maybe I'll, you know, get together my to-do list for the week, you know, rummage up a couple videos to do today, cut on my television so it'll light up the room because I sleep in the dark. I go to YouTube to see, okay, now I've been asleep for about 6-7 hours. Let me see what's been uploaded. All I'm seeing, I'm like, wait, what's that thumbnail? Is that Chris Rock? I'm like, Will Smith slaps Chris Rock across the face at the Oscars. And I'm like, whoa, wait, what? So I keep scrolling down YouTube on my TV and I see more and more. I saw like 8 different videos about it. And I'm like, was this a sketch? So I looked at it. And at first I thought it was a sketch. I'm like, yeah, you know, they probably just did it to drum up, you know, ratings. Like, yeah, you know, Will is tired of the whole him and his wife being made fun of. But no. I saw like 4 variations of the clip. What was it? It was like the Japanese dub, if you will, where I actually saw or heard the audio because I watched the first clip in a video and the audio was turned off during certain parts. And I'm like, wait, is Will Smith cussing out Chris Rock? And then I finally saw everything and I'm like, nah, as a black man that's been pissed off before, Will won't play. And this was real. And I've seen JD Black, Double Toasted, so many Abba and Preach, you know, just so many various YouTube channels talk about it, and that's all that's going to be on everybody's timelines, news feeds, and stories for the next few days. Well, we know today it's going to be the only thing anybody talks about. And what got me, my biggest question was, where the hell was security? Because like I said, I thought it was just a sketch because Chris was like chuckling. It's like, uh-oh, because he said the G.I. Jane joke and, you know, Will was laughing. He was laughing at the joke. It was him, Lupita from, I believe, Black Panther. She was sitting like in very close proximity to Will and Jada. And then you saw Jada, you know, roll her eyes and whatnot. And next thing you know, we cut over. It's like, oh, come on. It was just, it was a G.I. Jane. That was a good joke. And then Chris was about to move to the next thing. Uh-oh, because everybody's like, whoo, because they had seen Will get up and walk to the stage. And like I said, I thought it was a sketch because, you know, Chris was still chuckling and laughing. Let's play it again.
I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
So, yeah, it was just crazy to me because if I were in Chris's position, you know, regardless of how you feel about the joke, he probably thought it was all in good fun. Oh, you know, Will's going to come up here, you know, playfully shug me or give me a noogie or something like that. But no, he literally hit him across the face. You know, was it a slap or a punch? I think it was a slap. And then from there, he went back to his seat and just made things just even worse by, screaming out, "Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth." And I'm just sitting here like, wow. Good thing this won't Black History Month. But I've seen various reactions online. Like I said, I've been up since, close to 4 a.m. and I've been watching endless videos and, different recreations of it, GIFs, memes, what have you. And stars have chimed in. But like I said before, my biggest question is, where the hell was security at? Will Smith stormed the stage to assault at first I thought it was the host, but no, apparently Amy Schumer, Regina Hall, and Wanda Sykes will be the host of the Academy Award. So I guess Chris Rock was just there to present for the documentary award. But I'm sorry, I'm literally still trying to find the words. I can't believe what I just saw. I really can't believe it, because don't get me wrong, I laughed at the memes. I've been posting memes. Hell, I even made the one about, how Zach is going to roll up on Hayden the next time he messes with Fatima. But, there are just so many ways to look at it. For me personally, I've lost all respect for Will Smith. I really have. Like, my thing is this. And I know that Jada has a condition. It begins with an A, and if during the editing process, I'll put it on screen. But it's a condition where one loses their hair, so she shaved it down and whatnot. But that's no excuse for literally assaulting another person on live television for millions to see. Now, truth be told, I didn't know that Will had never won an Oscar. And what's crazy is moments later, after the infamous slap, this man wins his first Oscar. But that situation, that victory has been completely overshadowed by what he did to Chris Rock. And what got me was during the intermission, commercial break or what have you, after the slap, you have, and I'll just play the video and talk over it since we really can't hear anything. I believe it was Denzel Washington, Tyler Perry, Bradley Cooper. I think this woman that's in the shot has been identified as Will Smith's publicist. They all kind of, comfort and, try to calm Will Smith down. My whole thinking is, where was Chris Rock? I mean, was anybody checking on him? Because I'm just thinking this man just took, a blow to the face. And I gotta give it up for Chris Rock for remaining professional, due to the fact that he conducted himself way more professionally than most, and you can tell that this was real based on how shaken he was after what had happened.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
I mean, Chris Rock, of all people, who is usually outspoken, could barely get the words out. I don't know if, the teleprompter was off or whatever, but there was so much emotion he was holding back. And I believe Questlove was the winner of the category that Chris was, announcing. So I just, I give props to Chris just because he held it together for that moment, due to the fact that things could easily went a different direction. But going back to my original question of where was security, I'm like, so how was Will allowed to just go back to his seat? And I mean, if there were things that happened after the slap that I wasn't aware of, I mean, I think one source said that he actually did leave the show, but then he came back when he won. But I don't know. I just know that I'm surprised he wasn't escorted out there by security. I think that Chris Rock, I believe at this time, has not, pressed charges. I think he said he wouldn't press charges. But I have been reading headlines about how the Academy is talking about taking back Will's award, due to him breaking like the code of conduct. But I think for me, another thing that stood out was the fact that, you know, maybe later today, between now and when I actually post a video, Will or his people might post a, you know, a PSA or that official apology or whatnot. But Will got on stage for his acceptance speech that was like 6 minutes long, and you knew they weren't going to cut anything due to the fact that that was the most talked about moment in Oscars history. Let's be real here. They weren't going to cut anything from his speech. But Will apologized. It seemed like he apologized to everybody but the man he assaulted on stage. I mean, I'm not going to play the entire thing, but I'll play this one clip from the acceptance speech.
In my life, to love people and to protect people and to be a river to my people. I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees.
And I was just like, this man got up here talking about, you know, love makes you do crazy things, and, you know, when you care about something, you have to protect it, and I was called by God. And I'm just sitting here like, you literally slapped the hell out of a guy a couple minutes ago, and you're up here fumbling through a speech that, you know, I know there was a lot of emotion, you know, not just because of the slap that happened, but the powwow that took place during the intermission or commercial break between, you know, him, Tyler, Bradley, Denzel, and whatnot. And, you know, he went on to say that Denzel mentioned how, you know, when you're at your highest, that's when the devil will just swoop in and whatnot. And there's no excuse. There's literally no excuse that anybody can give me for why he did what he did. And yeah, you could say what you want about Chris's joke being, you know, less than tasteful and whatnot. But when you go to the Oscars, you know, the whole room gets roasted because there was a little joke that Regina Hall told at a different part of the show. I think it came before that, you know, was kind of, I guess you could say, glossed over.
Will Smith, you're married, but you know what? You're on the list and looks like Jada approved you, so you get on up here. Get on up here.
I mean, in that situation, they just laughed it off. I mean, that was a, you know, kind of a jab at their open marriage and whatnot, but you didn't storm the stage for that one. I mean, was it because there were a group of other men on the stage? I don't know, but I just feel like this was not a good look for the Fresh Prince. I mean, he went from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which ironically enough, Chris Rock was on an episode of, but he went up on that stage with Bel-Air energy, just straight up Bel-Air. This won't no jokey joke Will. This was the Will from Bel-Air. And I just want to see how this unfolds, because there are just so many questions of what if it was a woman, what if it was a white person, and, you know, things like that. But I don't think there's any way you can convince me Will Smith did the right thing. You know, like, even, you know, there have been those who have said, like, you know, what if the disease that, or condition that Jada had was like a cancer or something. In that case, it's like, you know, wow, yeah, it's like, yeah, he popped in the mouth. I kind of see that, but I just don't know what's worse, what Will did or the way the situation was handled, because again, Chris Rock, you know, kept the thing rolling. You know, he tried his best to keep it together, and I just can't do anything but commend him for holding it down, because he could have easily said so many jokes and whatnot. There was a moment where he's like, you know, I could have, like, he just cut himself off from saying something.
Okay? Okay.
But yeah, he just kept it rolling. So this, yeah, not the finest hour for the Smith family. I cannot wait for other comedians to chime in. Everybody's talking about, you know, Dave Chappelle and whatnot. You know, Dave could put out he could put out a smooth, like, 30-minute not even a comedy special, but him just sitting down talking about free speech as a comedian and whatnot. I'd love to hear it. It's just one of those situations where somebody's going to have to pay. I mean, at some point, somebody's going to have to, look at the situation for what it is, because you take away the fame, the money, the notoriety, the celebrity aspect of it. This was one person assaulting another. And it's crazy because, Will gave his speech, got a standing ovation and whatnot. But it's like, I can't believe that he was allowed to still be in the program. But like I said, ratings gold, baby. That's what it's all about. But just, again, if nothing else, the laughs, the memes. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to laugh about this all day. But somebody should have been there to take care of Chris, in regards to check on him, because he literally took a blow to the face and yet nobody flinched. I mean, when Will started cussing him out, you notice how quiet the room got, because it's like, I can imagine sitting in there and being like, oh, well, yep, this is going to be funny. Like, it's a sketch because, it's the Oscars. But no, this was 1,000% real. And I don't think that justifying Will's actions or behavior is a good look. I've seen those. There's been a number of different trending topics from, Uncle Phil, Will Smith, Chris Rock, Jada, CUNT. I'm not going to say the word. Toxic masculinity, black on black crime, protect black women. Just a list of various topics relating to the Oscars. But yeah, this is forever. I mean, this just takes the cake over the entanglement, over the book. And yeah, there are those who say, yeah, this has been festering inside of Will for years, ever since the August Alsina situation, and even way back in 2016 when Chris Rock, made a joke about Will and Jada in regards to the Oscar So Black. And, I think they even requested Chris Rock to step down as the host that year due to the lack of black nominees.
Jada says she's not coming, protesting. I'm like, is she on a TV show? Jada's gonna boycott the Oscars. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
I mean, even crazier is, like a tweet and video that Will posted right before he and his wife graced the Oscars with their presence, and it did not age well at all. I mean, the caption says, "Me and Jada got all dressed up to choose chaos," and they certainly did. So, with that being said, those are my thoughts on the situation, and like I said, I've lost all respect for Will Smith. I mean, yeah, I know there are those like, yeah, that's right, defend your wife and everything, but I think you just embarrassed yourself to another level. You literally just took things to a level that I don't see it, being brought back from. I mean, everybody's going to be watching the Oscars now to see if there's going to be another, when keeping it real goes wrong moment on stage, because like I said before, if this did not happen, nobody will be talking about the Oscars today unless they feel like somebody, lost or wasn't nominated that they thought should have, gotten it, or talking about, oh, so-and-so was wearing this and it looked good, or so-and-so, was wearing that and it looked awful. Some people say this is, going to be old news soon. Arguably, yes, because we live in a day and age where big stories could just, come and go as quickly as the tide. But I do feel like this was not Will's finest hour. This definitely was not a good hour at all. And yeah, I just feel like, the fact that he was laughing about it, then his wife gave him the look, and then he went straight up, gangster. That was crazy. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I mean, we laugh and joke, and hell, I know I'm getting my laughs in, but this is assault. This really was an assault situation. And I know if I were in Chris's situation, I would have sued the hell out of Will Smith. I'm just wondering what the Academy is going to do, because like I said, many times in the video, where the hell was security and why was Will not taken out or charged? This was crazy. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe and hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel.